What's the word, y'all? Today I'm gonna make another video explaining how I made $1,000 in a day, not a month, not a week, in a day selling AirPod Maxes. Literally $1,000 in a day. Like, I made that just like buying them. So what I did was, and the steps you gotta follow if you wanna recreate this is, one, you need a vendor or a site where you can get AirPod Maxes for cheap. So again, I say this all the time, you don't need a vendor to resell. But you need to find like places like Mercari. Mercari is where I found my vendor actually. And I actually did technically resell used ones to get the 1,000. But use apps like Mercari, Facebook Market, get AirPod Max for cheaper, especially if you can find like colored ones. Like, I don't think you'd recommend it. Don't try to spend like more than 150, 160 on them. Because the lowest I sold one for was 220. So one, you're gonna need a vendor. Two, you're gonna need, or a vendor or just a place to buy it. Two, you're gonna need the app. So watch the video of me. I explain all the apps you can use. The apps I used the most was Mercari, Facebook Market. Facebook Market is really good, y'all. Like, my homie be reselling me. He just made like 2 sales a day. Facebook Market, and what's the third best one? I'd say, oh, no one knows about this, Swappa. I ain't said that in the last video, but Swappa, that's a good app. Third thing you do is you literally just gotta buy the product. So if you're wanting to make it in a day, you're gonna have a bulk of, I'd say you wanna get like 3 or 4 AirPod Maxes. That's what I did. I made it off 3. But 3 or 4 pairs of AirPod Maxes, and literally sell them for like, I'd try to say sell them for no shorter than 220. I literally sold one white pair of AirPod Maxes that day for $350. And somebody else saw me and they wanted one, so I sold them there for $400 literally later that day, because I drove to them to drop it off. That same day, the order I had lined up was the pink AirPod Max. Now, I actually sold them cheaper because it was a homegirl of mine, so I sold them a little cheaper, but I sold them to $250 that day. So all in total, off 3 sales, I made $1,000 in a single day. What I did was, all I did was stash some of that money, keep it, and I don't just get the money and just spend it immediately. One, I'm putting it back into the bulk, so that's investing myself. Two, I don't just be spending my money just willy-nilly. Like, I'll just invest it into like my stock account, and the rest of the money you can just use it, or you can just save that too, which I literally just used it because I had to pay my insurance and my car note that month. And speaking of car, I'm getting a new one soon, y'all, so stay tuned. But that's how I made 1,000 in a day. Now, it might not be the same for all y'all, but you can make 1,000 a day. Even if you make 1,000 a month, a week, just off reselling, that's still good, because you basically, you're doing that. And some people like work 9 to 5s and they don't make that in a month, especially as a teenager, and you're using way less of your time. So here's the things: have the app to get them off of, so you can get cheap in bulk, or I'd say have 3 or 4 pairs of AirPod Maxes. 2, have apps or people lined up to buy them if you're trying to make them in a day, or it doesn't have to be a day, y'all. It could just, this is a good guide to how to make the money just in general. But have people lined up and just list them on apps, Swappa, Facebook Market, and Mercari. There's some other apps if you watch that video. I'm probably gonna tag it here at the end of the video. Now, technically, you could make that in a day but not get the money, because with the shipping, you gotta wait for them to come in. But when you're selling in person, you literally just make them that day, because I'm not gonna have like people holding over. But $1,000 in a day. Hey, now that we're in the video, I just want to say thank y'all for the 100 views on the video. Shout out to y'all for real, man. That's a W accomplishment. We looking to hit 500 before the end of 2024. Looking to hit 500 by then. Now, today is the last day of my break, but I still plan on uploading like every day. But I am a little sick today. I don't know if y'all could tell. That's why the video is not gonna be too long. Tomorrow's video probably gonna be like another motivational, or just putting y'all on a game video, because I'm really waiting for this package to come in for the AirPod 4s and the Louis beanie, and I'm gonna make a video of that, maybe a day in a life, or I don't know. And then I'm also waiting for this check to get in so I can go buy my new car, and I'll definitely make a video on that. But yeah, y'all keep going in on y'all research journey. Keep grinding, y'all. It's not gonna lie, it really gets easy and simple the more and more you keep doing. Like, it seems like harder when you first start off. When you really get into the groove, iron some things out, it's way easy. But I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.